There's another strange story. You can't hold it back. He has to tell. Not so far into the past, there was a great master called the king of Siddhas, Shakyasri, and he stayed with 700 of his disciples, all meditators who lived in tents. Shakyasri himself, he had just a simple small building, only one story, because he was a yogi. While staying there, Rinpoche's uncle called Tulku Urgyen, he was a disciple of Shakyasri. So he was staying there, and something strange happened one day. A lama from Golok, from Kam, came by foot, but he didn't carry anything. And he kept looking back over his shoulder. And then the other people, they also looked back to see where he was looking. And then one figure came walking from the distance. And it turned out to be a dead person, like a zombie. And when asked who it was, then the Lama, he said, "That's my benefactor. He died and turned into a zombie." So I think I'm thinking I should take him to India, to the charnel ground, to dump his body there. But on the way, I might as well use him as a coolie. So he's carrying all my luggage, and so the corpse came walking with even step, just like a robot. Never slowed down, never speeding up, and he just came. One foot after the other, just like a robot walking, until we came completely close. Then he's close and he stopped. Then the Lama, he shouted, "Hit!" And then the corpse just fell over to one side. Then the Lama, he untied the luggage, took some firewood, made fire, cooked water, and then he made a meal. And after having eaten the tamba and had some tea himself, he put a little tamba on the fire next to the corpse, made some burnt food offering. He snapped his fingers and made a little chant. And then he explained by this time a lot of people had gathered around to see what was going on. So he had to explain that his benefactor was actually an evil person without much merit. So he kind of turned into a zombie at the time of death, and so I'm going to take him all the way to the Kulgrove charnel ground in India. And he seemed quite unperturbed by the idea, so he just said, we are on our way to India, the two of us, one dead, one alive. And he just sat there. He spent 2 days at the encampment. And during this time, Shakyasri never called for him. He never asked to see the great master Shakyasri. He just sat there. So he must have been some kind of unusual Lama, not just anybody. But then, when the time came to leave, he just shouted "Ped" again, after having tied the luggage on the corpse, and it immediately stood up all at once and started to walk off. But then he had also explained that he has to keep within view of the corpse, otherwise he said the poor fellow, he can't find his own way. He has to be so that we are within a visual distance, otherwise he gets lost. So when I come to the top of a hill, I have to wait until he catches up, and then I can start going down the other side, and then he will fall after. People also saw that the feet of the corpse were worn all the way down to the bones, because it was a dead body. The skin was worn off, and a whole year passed after he walked off. Then he came back, this time all alone. And again, people, since he spent a day there, then people asked what happened. Well, we walked down to the Kulgrove charnel ground. I dumped his body there, and now I'm back. Rinpoche's uncle, his name was Tulku. He never lied ever. So Rinpoche feels 100% sure it's a true story. still it's pretty strange. So he feels not even the slightest doubt about the truth of this. And also there were 700 people present, they all saw it. So Jesse Rinpoche told Rinpoche's uncle and one of his gurus, he told Rinpoche the story. So it's only through the power of practicing the it's only through it's only through the practice of the sacred dharma that something like that is possible, because otherwise corpses don't walk around, and they definitely don't stand up and carry your luggage the moment you